Oh, sorry. Next is Maddie Rublo.
Hi everyone, I'm Maddie Rublo, and I'm running to be your recent grad trustee. I'm an American Studies major from the DC area, I'm a disabled student, and I really love scripts. The most important thing a recent grad trustee brings to the Board of Trustees is the ability to represent all students, including students who are marginalized at Scripps. In order to do this, diversity has to be an integral aspect of every decision we make. Currently, issues like diversity and inclusivity are addressed in isolated conversations, spoken of only in moments of crisis. But you can't just have one conversation about diversity, or about sexual assault, or about sustainability. The topics must be included in all conversations, and they must be approached as crucial to strengthening the entire community. Now, there are 7 candidates running for this position, and everyone would bring something different to the table. Here's why you should vote for me. I have the most experience advocating for marginalized students and making real change around issues of diversity. I have built strong relationships, not only within my own disability community, but with the other SCORE Clorgs as well. I have served on the President's Advisory Committee on Diversity and Inclusivity for 2 years, having these very conversations about how to make Scripps a more inclusive place, and I've been having them with students, staff, faculty, and administrators. I co-founded and am president of the Disability Illness and Difference Alliance, or DIDA. I had experienced isolation and misunderstanding as a disabled student, and I noticed that my disabled friends felt the same way. So I've spent the rest of my time at Scripps trying to do something about it. I've been engaging with the campus in conversations around disability that simply didn't exist before DIDA. When I was told that the 5 Cs were trying to find a way to centralize disability services, I successfully advocated for a center in line with student wishes, one that addressed social and cultural needs in addition to academics. Scripps is changing. More and more people are coming to understand that pushing diversity off to the side isn't working, and that a more diverse and inclusive school is a better school. I am the candidate with experience, the one who's been doing diversity work all along. My name is Maddie Rublo, and I would be honored to be your recent grad trustee.
Hello, my friends. I am Marta B, and I'm running for recent grad trustee. My passion for Scripps is really unmatched, and when I graduate, I don't want to be detached. So why should your vote be cast for me? I will explain with a bit of poetry. I have experience with the BOT. That is very clear. I've been presenting before them since my sophomore year. The RGT position is a big responsibility, meeting 4 times a year with the Scripps nobility. But in years past, the RGTs have been kind of MIA. Where are they the rest of the year, I want to say? If elected, I will turn this position around, keeping RGTs and student reps accountable all year round. I'll have a blog on the SAS website, making sure it's up to date, and relay student input before it is too late. As SAS president, I increased board transparency. Now committee summaries are available to students. Over there, you see. I'm committed to hearing students' voices, so my vote on the board aligns with student choices. Sometimes it feels like the board is very distant, that only students in leadership feel that the board is existent. I feel like this is very unfair and sad, because the board cares about every student here, may I add. So this year I helped instate a student board dinner, where every student could enter a raffle to be a dinner winner. It was such a success and will be bigger next year, so that every student can meet with the board and understand why they're here. Students complain that the board is inaccessible. To me, that is absolutely unacceptable. I have student trustee meetings at times that students prefer, so your classes don't preclude you from having your voices be heard. Thank you for being here. It's so great that you care about what SAS can do to make student representation fair. Don't forget to vote, and I hope that you'll agree. Remember Marta Bean for recent grad trustee.
Can you just tell me when my time?
I'll give you 30 seconds and 10 seconds. Yeah.
I don't have much time, so I'll start with why I think I'm going to be a good candidate. Firstly, being a representative should be used to serve the interests of those you are representing, That means being able to listen to and prioritize interests based on the opinions of your constituents, not your own. I promise to do this. Secondly, I have proof of effective experience. Experience in itself only means so much. It's when you've used your experience effectively that it's meaningful. I'm running against a lot of people that have had the opportunity to represent students. I challenge you to look at who truly utilized this position. From day one on SAS, I've shown myself to be dedicated to true representation and transparency. I saw there was a problem with communication between SAS and the student body, and in my time as secretary, I've made a variety of efforts to fix it. Most importantly, I spent over 100 hours overhauling the SAS website. It used to get 20 hits a week, now that's over 2,000. Using SAS's resources and giving feedback is easier than ever. My efforts on SAS have been effective. Thirdly, as RGT, I will be actively involved. Holding office hours isn't enough. To be an effective representative, you can't just ask for voices, you have to seek them out. If I become RGT, I will request SAS and clerk minutes to be sent to me and hold rotating Skype sessions with leaders on campus, among other efforts. I will hold myself responsible for communicating to the student body what is going on with the BOT through persistent outreach. I also want to tell you about what some of my priorities as RGT would be. Firstly, make our campus a safer place for underrepresented and marginalized students. Amongst other things, this involves required ally and diversity training for staff and student leaders, increased communication with SCORE clerks and staff, and continued commitment to recruiting a diverse faculty, staff, and student body. Secondly, I want to increase outreach efforts. Scripps should be viewed as the great academic institution that it is. We need to increase outreach so we can continue to have an amazing and diverse pool of applicants and in the process make all of our degrees more valuable. Thirdly, fix broken systems of communication. For more information, go to mollyforrgt.weebly.com. Thank you for your time.
Okay, so that's everyone. Thank you all for coming, and make sure you check your inboxes tomorrow at 9 a.m. to start voting, and encourage all your friends. We're trying to break 500 people voting, so yay.
Please don't post the ballot on your Facebook or send it out because it makes it a lot more difficult for the
Election committee. Yeah.
Thank you.
Can I talk to the second person that was running for sustainability chair